Veterans in tonight's game, which brings up a question, Brent. We often see freshmen dominate in college, but it usually takes years for someone to have that same domination in the pros. Why the difference?
I don't know, Kevin. You've been watching the last 4 or 5 years. Doesn't it feel like the young guys are coming in and doing damage right away?
I see them exactly. Their fingerprints have never been more bold and impactful than right now.
I agree. The last decade has shown some of the incredible talent and young talent that the league has been able to find, and they've come in and done a remarkable job with each of their opportunities.
Now Golden State's starting five. Durant and Draymond Green, talented forward duo. Klay Thompson is out there with Iguodala, and it's McGee in at the 5 down low. Iguodala kicks to Durant. From outside, off the mark.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Feeds it to Murray. Spurs passing it around. Gay passes to Aldridge. McGee with the block. Thompson outside. Dishes it to McGee. The screen from Thompson. And Iguodala gets it to go in on the assist by McGee. Iguodala's got the first bucket of the night, a three-pointer for the Warriors. And Mills kicks to Gay. For three, Murray. It's rebounded by Golden State. Outside Durant. On the wing, Thompson. McGee dishes to Thompson. Back to McGee. Iguodala outside. Just 3 to shoot. Over Murray. Shot's good by Iguodala. Iguodala's got 5 points so far.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Green with the ball. Guarded now by Durant. McGee with the block. And they're able to recover. Stolen by McGee. Iguodala against Gay. Iguodala outside. Here's Thompson. Rebound by Murray. For San Antonio, they've gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Iguodala with it. 5 points in the game. Passes it to Green. Down low. McGee's shot is off.
The defense was in the area, but not really effective. He has to put away this layup.
Aldridge with a screen on Iguodala. Here's Murray. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
San Antonio shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
Shooting 2.
He misses the free throw.
You just watch the way the Warriors run their offense, and you have to think about the way that Steve Kerr had set things up. So many options and cuts on every play, using the three-point line to spread out the defense and find angles and niches to attack. Rarely relies on the ever-present NBA isolation plays.
Good on the second free throw. And with the fluid offense that Kerr has the Warriors running right now, Brent, it's as effective as it gets and has been for his whole tenure. The passing is just superb.
Well, it's an unreal offensive system with unreal shooters, Kevin. And so, guys understand that if we keep moving around and we keep moving the ball, everybody's going to have a shot to make a shot and to make the kind of contributions to the team offensively that they're used to. The fantastic part about what Steve's done, though, is the accountability on the defensive end, as Golden State is one of the primetime defenses every year.
Green kicks to Murray. Aldridge a screen. 5 to shoot. The 3 from Mills. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Well, that's a healthy make there after missing their first 4 shots. 1 of 5, not what they wanted, but they're on the board.
Iguodala kicks to Durant. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Pass to McGee, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee. And so it's San Antonio with it. Murray, the pass to Aldridge. He kicks it to Mills. Aldridge dishes to Murray. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Aldridge. Shoots over McGee, and it's Aldridge missing.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Left side Durant. And then Durant with the jam.
I like how Durant uses his wily frame there to get off those shots. Not an easy shot, but for him, man, it looks easy.
And after Kevin Durant made his decision to leave the Oklahoma City Thunder, he instantly became one of the most polarizing players, it seemed, Greg, in the NBA.
Listen, Kevin Durant has always been a star in this league, but now he's become the story. It's something that he can handle but doesn't try to seek out. Was able to prove all the naysayers wrong and just having another amazing season.
That's good from Durant.
Well, the pure length of Durant makes his shot so difficult to contest. Just one of many reasons he lives at the free throw line.
Here's Murray, and there's the feed to Green. Expanding his range. Here's Aldridge, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
High-level offensive rebounder. Aldridge has the wingspan and timing to get to those.
Lobbed up there for Durant. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Now here's Murray. To the wing right side. Mills with it. Picked up by Thompson. Puts up a 3. Shot's good by Mills. Mills has got a couple of threes now in the first with the Spurs. Iguodala kicks to Green. He dishes it to McGee. Thompson outside. The 3. The three-pointer is right on target.
That's Klay Thompson's strength on display. His ability to fire off the catch-and-shoot J. So dangerous.
Murray kicks to Green. Gay a screen on Green. Stolen by Durant. The pass to McGee. In the corner, Iguodala with it. Shot clock at 5. Back to McGee. Mills with the steal. The dish now to Green. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
This is bread and butter stuff here. If you're tasked with trying to stop Green, you can't give him any space on a catch-and-shoot opportunity.
Now here's Durant. Kicks to Thompson. McGee a screen. Off the pick. And it's Thompson again missing. San Antonio's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Wide open look here for Murray. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Warriors trail. Thompson passes to Durant and stolen by Aldridge. And now in transition is Mills. Here we go. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
in the Spurs last season. How about setting the all-time record for consecutive winning seasons with 20? This is a group that's won 50 or more games in every one of those seasons, except the strike-shortened one in '99.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. And Greg, for the Spurs, they're so competitive. It's inevitable. They just win year after year.
Yeah, but that big three of Duncan, Parker, and Ginobili, the all-time winningest trio in the history of our league, had a lot to do with it. And as that era comes to an end, they're doing a terrific job of just picking up new star talent without skipping a beat.
And Brent, when some guys slam it home, they treat it like a normal play. Who are some of the guys that use the dunk as a tactic to fire up their teammates?
Well, I think we have some guys who are really spectacular when they finish, Kevin. Certainly anytime Blake Griffin gets to the rim, or DeAndre Jordan, where seemingly his head's up in there and slams it down, it fires up the crowd. But most of the time, it's the little guys that get you going the most. On the fast break, all of a sudden the ball gets to somebody on the wing, and to watch a little guy get up in the air with somebody underneath him and throw it down, that gets everybody off the bench and fired up.
So unexpected, Brent. That's a great point. Manu Ginobili's checked in for Murray. And then for Golden State, Young's checked in for Durant, and Cook subbed in for Andre Iguodala. And Mills kicks to Aldridge. Green with the block.
And Green plays with tremendous edge on the defensive end of the floor.
Young dishes to Cook. Green the screen. Green against Young. Shot clock at 6. McGee sets the pick for Young. Fires from the line. He goes up again, and the layup good by McGee. McGee's got his second bucket.
Great patience on the block, elevating with ease and then sinking the close range shot over the top of the D.
And Ginobili wide open. He shoots. And a great assist by Aldridge as that one goes in.
Okay, Lefty, I see you. Vintage Ginobili there.
Here is Cook, covered by Mills. Some nice passing by Golden State here. And here's Green outside. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Cook kicks to Young. Green the screen. Young outside. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket. Spurs leading by 3. Mills passes to Aldridge. Ginobili with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. Aldridge a screen. It's stolen by Green. For the finish, and Green slams it in.
Draymond Green making a good call that time in the open court.
And that replay brought to us by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. One of the more exciting plays in basketball. Now here's Mills. 8 points for him. Aldridge a screen. Mills dishes to Aldridge. Shoots over McGee, and it's off the back rim. No good.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
And Thompson kicks to Cook. Young outside. Green the screen. Young passes to Thompson. Over Gay. That one no good. And San Antonio will go the other way with it.
This is a quarter that he would love to forget as soon as possible. Not getting anything to go. I'm not sure if family and friends are here in the stands tonight, but he wanted to show that one off. Fading away on the shot was absolutely not necessary.
San Antonio leading. Outside, Green. Pass to Mills. Shoots the 3. Draymond Green with the rebound. Golden State's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Out to the wing. Cook kicks to Green. McGee sets the pick for Green. To the paint. Lays it up off the glass. McGee's got his third bucket of the night.
Well, he can be so good in the pick and roll. When he collects the ball, he knows where everyone is on the floor.
San Antonio calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
It's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Now here's Durant. He feeds it to Cook. Clock at 6. There's the triple. Marcus Aldridge grabs the miss.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
Yeah, I think coaches right here are always talking about the extra pass. And a contested three is not your objective. One more maybe.
Cook, good.
He has a little bit of trickeration with that one. Gets that one to go against the length.
Wait, did you just say trickeration, GA? I think it's a size disadvantage there that he was willing to attack, but you have to develop that skill set and have counters.
Parker kicks to Bertans. Ginobili dishes to Aldridge. West with the steal. Here's Livingston. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. The Warriors on top, finishing the quarter on a tremendous 8-0 run. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And a chance to hear from Tony Parker, who said he lives for the challenge of continuing to improve.
I always try to improve and get better, and Pop always challenged me. He came to me and he said, you know, good players, they can have a great season, but the great players, they have many great seasons. So he said, what you want to be?
And in Tony Parker's case, great is what he wanted to be and has been for a long time.
You know, that's great because that shows Pops and why he's one of the best in the game. You got to be able to drive and motivate and also give the confidence. And that's what's happened with Tony Parker. Remember when he first came on the scene, it was not a cakewalk for him. He had his struggles, and now we're talking about a guy who's going to be in the Hall of Fame.
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
I mean, through that first quarter, to me, it's all about their D.
Well, there's a lot of ways to build a lead. This one's built on stops.
And Golden State looking at who they've got. Durant is out there with West. Then there's Iguodala. Then there's Livingston. And it's Looney in at the center filling out the middle. And here's Mills following the three from Kevin Durant. Gay outside. Gasol using his post moves to get the 2 points.
Gasol working on the block, always patient, surveying. Good job getting deep that time.
And Pau Gasol, one of the most skilled 7-footers this league has ever seen. Whether it's the low post, high post, flaring off picks, you want the ball in his hands.
Gay passes to Mills. Uncovered. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter. He sunk that 3 in the first, but's yet to make another one.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Especially in a game that is this close, every possession counting. That was just one side wanting it more than the other.
And so it's Golden State with it after the basket by San Antonio. West, great positioning on the putback. And the Warriors lead by 2.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. They get the rebound. Excellent D here by Iguodala.
Well, the D did their job there. Excellent contest to alter the close ranger.
West setting the pick for Iguodala. Durant against Gay. Shoots from 14. Durant, that's good. Now it's a 4-point Warrior lead.
Hard to find a player with better mid-range accuracy than Durant, especially for the amount of shots that he takes.
Good looking screen by Gasol. Ginobili with the three. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Gay outside. A 3-ball. That shot's good on the assist by Ginobili.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
Livingston dishes to Iguodala. Over Mills. Again, Golden State.
Well, I have no idea how he made that, but hey, sometimes a little bit of luck helps.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, the Spurs have never been the flashy team in the NBA. Tony Parker said beautiful basketball is playing the right way. Ball movement, pure, beautiful basketball is the way we've played. You have all sorts of fans, and there should be something for everybody. Kevin, he told me a long time ago, if we were in New York, people would love us.
And during Popovich's time in San Antonio, the Spurs have always played together, D.A. Got to respect their team-first approach to the game.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
And it's blocked, and he recovers it. West misses.
And that was an easy one there, just a missed opportunity.
Yeah, sometimes everything can go right, but the shot doesn't go down. Nothing there is automatic.
Gasol a screen. Ginobili on the wing. He's covered by Livingston. Just 4 to shoot. Misses the 3. The Warriors have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Looney, good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
Some great defenses can be built on these two R's, reacting and recovering. And you can see that the Warriors are one of the top teams in doing just that. Great help defense, great rotation, and communication. Big reason why they had the lowest opponent field goal percentage against last season.
And the Spurs making a change here. Aldridge is checked in. For San Antonio, they've gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Ginobili kicks to Gay. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Ginobili. Stolen. Now Livingston. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Mills with the rebound. And for the Warriors, a lot of talk before last season was centered around how they would protect the rim with changes at the center spot. Turns out they would be just fine.
Well, they already had that guy, Draymond Green, who's a heck of a defensive player, and he won the Defensive Player of the Year award. But it was Kevin Durant and how he was going to fit in. I think the one thing I appreciate most is that for a great player like Durant, who'd won an MVP, had been in the finals, is a perennial scoring leader in the league, that he went about his business accepting the responsibility of what he needed to do defensively for the Warriors to maintain championship caliber play. It was a remarkable year for him on that end of the floor.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
Yeah, I mean, it's an opportunity to kind of regroup and discuss ways to maximize these possessions.
And therein lies the trick, discussing ways to be aggressive but not committing turnovers.
Some changes for Golden State. Green, he's checked in for West. Klay Thompson comes in for Sean Livingston. And Cook subbed in for Andre Iguodala. Here is Cook. Green, the screen. Gay against Durant. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And for Kevin Durant, one area that he excelled in last season was his rim protection. Used his length and timing to disrupt a lot of shots. And I think that's what he focused on. Joining the Warriors, you knew he was going to score, but he wanted the responsibility and came through defensively for Golden State.
First free throw is good. And Durant's rim protection was a big help to the Warriors and the defense, certainly. Durant and Green, Brent, combined to be one of the best defensive duos in the NBA.
And I'm not sure if we still think of Kevin Durant in the stopper mode, Kevin. I think we were really shocked, though, last year about how effective he could be as a team defender, using his length and having an impact around the rim and painted area like he did last year.
Now here's Mills. He's got 10. Ginobili kicks to Gay. Jacks up a 3. That shot's good on the assist by Ginobili. Ginobili's got 3 assists in the game. Feeds it to Thompson. Ginobili with the steal. Here's Gay. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Kevin Durant.
Yeah, and Gay skilled really at drawing contact. Doesn't back away from it, especially when he's shooting.
And Rudy Gay suffered the injury last season, but was still a wanted man when free agency rolled around, Greg, and San Antonio got him.
Yeah, I mean, the Spurs made a big offer for him, and Gay felt it was the right fit.
Gentlemen,
interesting to see how his role develops in San Antonio this year. Still, there's a feeling that he's got a lot left in the tank.
And he can't get the first one.
And Gay, just so difficult to guard. Skilled with his ability to shoot it and still explosive at attacking the rim.
San Antonio making a switch here. Forbes checked in. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. Brent, you were known for your leaping ability. You won a dunk contest. We all remember it very vividly. During the pre-draft process, did they measure your max vertical?
They did, Kevin. At the Chicago pre-draft camp, you run through a series of tests there. Your conditioning, how your CO2 gets kicked out. They put this mask on you and check your stamina. There's a bunch of doctors in there poking and prodding. I won't go into detail about that.
Thank you.
But they did measure the max vertical during that Chicago pre-draft, and it was about 39-inch vertical leap, so not too bad.
Not too bad at all. Wasted no time on that one. Durant's got 12 in the game.
Now you could just tell in his gait and in the look on his face, he's in a great rhythm after a terrific first quarter. He is feeling it here in the second.
Now here's Gay. 6 points for him. Back to Mills. Dishes to Gay. Clock at 6. Over Durant. They get it back. Here's Aldridge. Great tee that time from Green.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
The Warriors shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. And the San Antonio Spurs, the best bench net rating in the league last season, Brent third in bench minutes.
Well, it's amazing the way that Pop controls the players' minutes. So the starters don't play a ton. The bench guys get enough minutes to play cohesively together. And one of the guys who was hugely impactful coming off the bench last year for them was Patty Mills. And in fact, last year they became the first 60-win team to have 11 different players that played at least 1,000 minutes.
Now here's Mills. 10 points for him. Aldridge a screen. Forbes the pass to Aldridge. And here's Mills from the arc. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist. Aldridge has got 3 assists tonight.
And that gets him going here in the second after hitting 2 from long range in that first.
Cook dishes to Green. Got a hand on it. Here is Forbes. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Swiped away. Here's Looney. Cook, good. Cook's got 4 points this quarter. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Now here's Gay. He has 6. And Mills kicks to Aldridge. Basket, good.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Do a deep dive into LaMarcus Aldridge's career numbers. He is just one of the best big men shooting the basketball, especially from the mid-range, with incredible consistency. He can hurt you from all over the floor, but especially from around the 15-foot mark. That is his bread and butter.
Danny Green, he's checked in for the Spurs.
Mind the lanes.
Parker
Mind
comes
the
in
lanes.
for Patty Mills.
One shot.
And that one falls for LaMarcus Aldridge. And the mid-range jumper, not usually a recipe for efficiency. Brent, you think the Spurs want Aldridge to take a step back and take more threes?
Well, last season he shot over 40% from the three-point line, and I think that the big guys stepping out to the corner is something that a lot of offenses look to. He didn't take a ton of threes, but when he did, he'd knock him down.
And the call will be against Tony Parker. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Outside, Green. Here's Looney. Pass to Cook. Here's the screen. Thompson in the corner. Cans it from downtown. Thompson's got 8 points.
Yeah, it does not take long for Klay Thompson to get one off from the three-point line. That's deadly.
Aldridge with a screen on Green. Parker kicks to Aldridge. They kick it out to Green. Aldridge a screen. Green in the post. Working on Green. Aldridge. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. 7 points for Aldridge.
Inside with a hand in his face, Aldridge undeterred.
On the wing, Green. Looney passes to Green. Golden State moving it around. Durant against Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Misses the chippy right there. San Antonio leading. Here's Forbes. The Warriors pull it in. Thompson's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Pass to Durant. He kicks to Cook. There's a good screen. Goes up from the top of the key. Rebounded by the Spurs. Parker kicks to Bertans. Durant against Green. Aldridge a screen. Here's Parker. The pass to Aldridge. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here is Cook, covered by Parker. Cook dishes to Green. Drills it from outside. Green's got his second basket.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
It's Aldridge penetrating. Great D that time from Green.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
You hear a lot about rim protection. This is a good example of how valuable it can be.
Parker passes to Green. There's the feed to Aldridge. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Aldridge has got it all tied up now for San Antonio.
That's where Aldridge burns defenses repeatedly. His mid-range game is so advanced and so polished, evidenced by that shot there.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
And you could try to key in on him, but that's tough. They run plays that routinely give him makeable looks.
And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Golden State Warriors. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Draymond. Of course, not unusual to see you going up against bigger players. So how do you take advantage of that offensively?
I mean, you just got to take advantage of mismatches. You know, most of the time there's a big guy on me. If not, there's usually somebody trying to switch off. You know, I just got to know when to pop and just take advantage of the mismatches.
You've done just that in the first half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime
Hello again,
Show.
everybody. Along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. Time for the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Kevin Durant was on fire in the first half. He ended up with 15 points, 2 assists, and 1 steal. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, they've been pounding it in the paint. Not just taking the first three-pointer when it came across. That keeps the defense on its toes.
Shaq, what did you see from San Antonio?
They played some solid team basketball, Ernie. Pretty good. They were sharing the ball. We saw some nice feeds, a lot of movement. It wasn't 5 individuals out there. It was one cohesive unit, and they got the assist to show for it. Their rhythm was nice.
And we're just about ready for the start of the third quarter. Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll see you.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
And I love the game plan in that first half. They really valued each possession.
Efficient so far with the shots that he's taken. His contributions have been fantastic.
While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the court right now for the Spurs, we've got Green. Aldridge out there with Rudy Gay. Then there's Murray, and it's Mills in at the 2. And that one's good by Gay.
And can't be careless when Gay is lurking nearby. Love how he uses that athleticism to kind of pounce on the passing lanes.
Now here's Iguodala. Outside Durant. Takes a 3. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
There's the pick. And Mills kicks to Aldridge. Back to Mills. 6 to shoot. Outside Aldridge. Murray for 3. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Oh, a little punch, counter-punch action. Neither side flinching here.
Yeah, both sides trying to keep up with one another, but doing it from distance.
Now here is McGee. He has 6. Iguodala outside. Back to McGee. He dishes it to Green. And Green slams it in.
Well, Draymond Green is always going to take the initiative. The first guy to hit, and doesn't wait for stuff to happen. He makes it happen.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Kawhi Leonard has become a go-to scorer, but his focus still starts at the defensive end. He said, my mindset is the same every game. Whoever I'm playing against, I go in and try to stop their best scorer and then try to get myself going on the offensive end. Kevin?
And David, that's what you get with Kawhi. Mr. Consistency, one of the best two-way players in the game. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Murray. Gay dishes to Green. Now the pass to Aldridge. Shoots over McGee. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 5th rebound in this one. In the corner, Iguodala with it. Lets the 3 fly. A rebound by the Spurs. Gay's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And Mills kicks to Murray. Aldridge a screen. Murray with it, and it's Iguodala picking him up. And here's Mills for 3. Second shot opportunity. Foul on the play, basket counts, so it'll be a 3-point play chance.
And that's the type of finisher he is. Aldridge takes the contact, but still has the strength and touch to drain the shot. We'll see if he can add to it there at the line.
This is his 2nd attempt at the line tonight.
And you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
And with the emergence of Kawhi Leonard, LaMarcus Aldridge has become a secondary scorer in San Antonio. Brent, how do you like him in that role?
Well, I think that's where LaMarcus Aldridge really fits best, even in his time in Portland with the tremendous offensive output he had as one of the Blazers' greatest of all time. He's sometimes not leaned upon as being the primary scorer, even though that low block basically belongs to LaMarcus Aldridge.
And here is Murray. Green, the screen. Murray kicks to Gay. 5 on the clock. Steps back and fires. Good on the shot. Gay's got 10 points in the game.
And this is an area where Gay is especially dangerous. A terrific mid-range scorer.
McGee, the pass to Durant. And stolen by Murray. And he uses the glass on the layup. And now just a 1-point Warrior lead.
Well, you love the fearless, aggressive attitude. Doesn't let size matter.
Well, he also has that innate ability to just create enough separation. It's a nice move.
Here's Iguodala following the bucket by the Spurs. Durant dishes to Green. Down low, and it's McGee with the jam.
And if you're open, Draymond Green will find you. He's got a great feel.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And Mills kicks to Aldridge. Outside, Green. Aldridge a screen. Now here's Murray. He's covered by Iguodala. Over the past couple of years, Brent, we've seen coaches like Steve Kerr and Brad Stevens take more of an even-tempered approach. Could that become a coaching trend going forward?
Well, I like that both Steve and Brad have some very good players. That would keep me calm too, Kevin.
Yes, it would. You begin right there. I agree.
Yeah, I think we're seeing a shift in what it is that the generation of the younger players has grown up with. And coaches that have the ability to communicate always, Kevin, are going to come out on top. They get their message through, they keep their team positive, and they keep their environment pointed in the direction that is moving forward.
Excellent. He's off on the first. And he sinks the second.
And you look at the way the Warriors went through the postseason last year. The team was certainly on a mission. They swept through the Western Conference, and you could see tremendous laser focus as they tried to avenge that 16 loss to the Cavs.
Now here's Thompson. 8 points for him. Now here's Mills. Defense right on him. The dish to Murray. Now here's Mills. He's covered by Iguodala. Aldridge a screen. Here's Murray, and Thompson sends it back.
Well, Clay is a very good positional and on-ball defender, but him getting to a block shot like that, that's impressive.
And that one drops for him. And something that we heard last season, Brent, with the dominance of the Warriors and also the Cavs, is that fans are worried the league will become too predictable with these two teams.
I kind of love the fact that we had a finals where we had two teams competing 3 straight years in a row and all the drama around it. This idea about teams being put together and manufactured, that's happened throughout the course of the NBA's history, Kevin. So I don't really buy much into the conversation about what the Warriors have done and what the Cavs did and what other teams are trying to do. There's a lot of ground out there for general managers and coaching to put together the best talent on the floor and try and win championships. Right now, that's happening in Golden State.
Now here's Iguodala following the shot by Kevin Durant. Green with the ball. Guarded now by Durant. And here's the fast break. Durant leading the way. Here's McGee. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Durant's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And this is where KD is so versatile. The defense playing him to shoot. He spots the open man, hits them with the perfect pass.
Aldridge a screen. Now here's Mills. Guarded by McGee. Green kicks to Mills. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Iguodala outside. Thompson outside. Kicks to Green. Golden State moving it around. And stolen by Aldridge. Pass to Murray. Aldridge a screen. Murray the pass to Aldridge. And the whistle blow is going to be on Andre Iguodala. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And that's number 4. Definitely something to keep track of as we move forward.
And here's Mills for 3. A rebound by Iguodala.
He was terrific shooting the ball in the first half, but he looks a little bit slower out there, possibly leg tired here in the second half. Well, no defender is going to have a shot against that kind of play. He's just too tall to stop that close to the rim.
Here's Mills after the made shot from Andre Iguodala. Feeds it to Forbes. Good on the 3-point shot. Forbes has got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, this is something he's working on. A good natural leader from the point guard position wants to help out by becoming a better facilitator.
On the wing, Green. He's covered by Gay. Thompson for 3. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
Yeah, he's a heady player. He knows how to get himself going and giving his team a real advantage right now on the offensive end.
And Forbes kicks to Mills. And the officials call a traveling violation. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for the Spurs. Then for the Warriors, Looney comes in for JaVale McGee. And it's Livingston in for Andre Iguodala. Livingston with it. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Ginobili against Thompson. Dishes it to Forbes. He feeds it to Mills. Six to shoot. Ginobili with a screen on Thompson. Forbes can't get it to go.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
Yeah, I think coaches right here are always talking about the extra pass. And a contested 3 is not your objective. One more, maybe.
Baseline J on the way. No good from Ginobili. Warriors leading by 6. On the left block. Green, the screen. Livingston dishes to Durant. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Durant's got his 4th assist in this one. The Spurs have gone 7 for 16 in the second half from the field, shooting a bit under 50%. Aldridge a screen. It's Ginobili with the drive. Aldridge kicks to Gasol. No good on that one. And Golden State will go the other way with it. Outside Durant. Now here's Livingston. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And Gasol sends it back.
Got to respect the reach and length of Pau Gasol. Outstanding job of skying up for that rejection.
And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. Parker's checked in for Patty Mills. Outside Aldridge. Ginobili with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. The shot's good from Forbes. And Greg Popovich has led the Spurs to the playoffs in all 20 of the full seasons he's coached the team. But you know what, Brent? He always gives his players the credit.
Well, Pop knows that the players are the ones who deserve all of the accolades. But there's no doubt that there's an appreciation for the way that Pop continues to put his team and each member of the team into situations where they collectively can compete every year. And it's not about just competing for the playoffs, Kevin. I'm talking about competing for titles. What a run that Greg Popovich has been on.
And the basket is good.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Spurs trail by 11. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Parker. Passes to Aldridge. 1:05 left to play here in the third. Parker's shot is off. Golden State's gone 4 of 6 from three-point land since the start of the second half. Livingston passes to Looney. On the wing, Thompson. And another 3 for Golden State.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Spurs shooting down near the 40% mark since halftime. They've been slow getting going. Aldridge down low. Looney on him. Count it. Good. 16 points for Aldridge.
So difficult to defend Aldridge inside. He can go around you or shoot over you. Pretty much whatever he wants to do.
Livingston dishes to Durant. They set the pick. Durant drawing the double team. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. The Warriors shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
And Draymond Green just embraces and loves competition. His competitiveness is off the charts, and that's something his teammates feed off on a nightly basis.
And both free throws good for Green. Spurs trail by 14. Parker outside. Pass to Aldridge. It's tipped. Outside Durant. From deep. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's the Golden State Warriors, sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Now let's listen in to head coach Steve Kerr.
Great start, fellas. Play, your cutting is awesome. Your movement without the ball is brilliant. Great stuff.
Good to hear that. Complimenting the motion. Steve Kerr likes this offense and how it's running right now.
And when the players and the ball never seem to stop, it really prevents a defense from getting set and digging in.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. On the court for Golden State here in the fourth. Livingston is out there with Cook. Then there's Nick Young. Then it's West. And it's Looney in at the 4 spot. Now, here is Young. And there's the pass to Looney. And he's fouled on the shot. One free throw coming up.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw drops for David West. And with these new player tracking cameras, you see some very interesting numbers. The Spurs, one of the lowest teams in terms of pace and fast break points. And yet, they're one of the top teams, Brent, in average speed and distance travel. How do you explain that?
Well, what they do, Kevin, is every time down the court, they set up their offense and they run through their options. And that could be very frustrating for anybody who's trying to defend it. They're waiting within a 24-second shot clock to have 1 or 2 defenders relax, get lazy, and as soon as they do, the Spurs take advantage of it.
San Antonio with the ball, following the score by Golden State.
Anderson rising up in the mid-range, a shot that this offense is more familiar with.
Warriors leading by 15, and Young kicks to Livingston. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Anderson against Young. Looney passes to Young. Clock at 6. Over Anderson. And it doesn't even draw iron.
That's a great effort on defense. He definitely rushed his shot a little bit down low.
And it's Parker in the corner. Left side Gasol. And here's Anderson for 3. David West grabs the miss. West has got his 3rd rebound on the night. Cook dishes to Livingston. Screen by Young. Now Livingston. West outside. West setting the pick for Young. Another miss by Young.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Oh, man, he'd love to have that one back. He just does everything right, but doesn't get the finish.
Warriors leading by 15 from deep. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
And Forbes kicks to Parker. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Here's Forbes. And it's good on the assist by Parker.
You got to love the effort from Parker, constantly helping get his teammates involved.
Cook kicks to Young. From about 16, jump shot is good. And the Warriors lead by 14.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
San Antonio calls timeout.
Love the way that Sean Livingston goes to work when he's on the floor. He knows exactly what his strengths are and how to run an offense. He can act as a scorer at times and usually does it from that mid-range post area. As a guard, not many three-point shots, but devastating from about 8 feet out.
And with the height that Sean Livingston has, he provides a mismatch for smaller guards. Also can pass right over the top of them. Brett, I got to tell you, he reminds me a bit of how you used to play.
Well, there's no way that I had that kind of post game, Kevin, but it's very nice of you. I appreciate that. Sean does a great job, however, of finding the spots on the floor where he can be most effective. He does not try to do things whenever he's not at that 12 to 16 foot range where he does most of his damage.
The Spurs making a switch here. Gay's checked in, and we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich talking to his team during the break. He said, "Do you want this game? Don't tell me about it. Show me and show your teammates. We've got to play better, and we've got to play harder if we're going to come back." Guys.
Parker kicks to Gay. Shot from 12. Got a piece of it. And here comes Livingston, leading the fast break. And the shot goes in.
Well, speed and transition, Livingston beat everybody down the court.
Spurs trail by 18. Parker passes to Gasol. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Gasol setting the pick for Gay. Shot off the pick. And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a three-point play.
You can't be frustrated at him tonight. He's doing his job. Like to see his guys step up a little more.
Before his injury, Rudy Gay had made some strides on the defensive end. In general, Greg, he doesn't get enough credit sometimes for his impact on that side of the ball.
Yeah, Gay has always been a great ball hawk. I mean, he's got long arms to pick off lazy passes. He gets a good amount of blocks for a wing player as well. Very much so underrated when you talk about his defense.
That's good from Rudy Gay. Warriors leading by 15. Livingston kicks to Young. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Young's got 6 here in this quarter. They set the screen. Parker dishes to Gasol. He kicks it to Gay. Shoots over Livingston. Good defensive work there by Young. Warriors have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Here's Thompson. Again, Golden State.
Yeah, defense. This is your coach calling. Could you find Klay Thompson? Thank you.
Parker kicks to Gasol. The feed now to Gay. Good-looking screen by Gasol. West with the steal. Now here's Livingston. Defense is right there. On the wing, Thompson. He dishes it to West. From 12 feet out. Rebound, San Antonio. Parker outside. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
And the defense making its presence felt, but Parker just too creative when he gets down low.
There's the screen. Pass to Looney. The dish to Livingston. Golden State moving the ball around. Young for 3. That one's not going to go. So the Spurs will take it the other way. Kicks it to Ginobili. Feeds it to Parker. Dishes it to Anderson. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Gay, and it's San Antonio with another.
Gotta admire the fast release of Gay. Once he has the ball in his hands, he's looking to shoot.
Here's Livingston. The drive by Thompson over Ginobili, and he gets that one to go off the front iron. Thompson's got 15 points in just the second half. Ginobili the pass to Gasol. Gasol a screen. And here's Gay outside Ginobili. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
Well, there's some experience there from Manu. Runs the defender right off the screen, then rises up and nails the jumper.
Timeout called the Warriors. Well, you look at this Warriors team, so many players with height that can hit a three, bring the ball up court, and create a shot for someone else. Actually, Brent, it sounds a lot like you. That being said, do retired players ever dream of playing on a team like this talented?
Well, I think a lot of guys always think about when they're watching an NBA team play, especially ones that play a style with which you were very familiar with, that they want to put themselves out there on the floor and run the break and shoot threes. And yeah, I'm a little jealous about the way the Warriors go about their business. It would be a ton of fun to be spotted up with Kevin Durant and Steph Curry sitting out there on the wing.
Chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Klay Thompson.
And the shooting percentage, how about all the way in the 60s, shows how deadly he can be when he's feeling it. And as locked in as he was, they were trying to feed him as much as possible. But he never got out of control. I mean, he kept his head and just stayed patient.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. A different look now for San Antonio. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Gasol. Green comes in for Kyle Anderson. And it's Mills in for Parker. And then for Golden State, Green, he's checked in for West. Durant comes in for Nick Young. And it's Iguodala in for Sean Livingston. And Rudy Gay picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Iguodala. The screen from Thompson. Looney down low. He's covered by Gay. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and two shots coming up.
How about the Spurs clinching their 20th straight playoff appearance last season? An amazing run, more than twice as long as the next active streak, and the longest streak in the league was the Sixers from 1950 to 1971. I think the Spurs are going to get past them.
Shooting two.
And he knocks down the first one. And Greg Popovich tied for the longest streak of consecutive playoff appearances by a head coach.
Well, how about 18 straight 50-win seasons for Pop? Just a remarkable run of tremendous success where you could look at maybe 5 or 6 other opportunities where the San Antonio Spurs could have won another NBA title. You realize young DeJounte Murray was still in diapers the last time that they won less.
Now here's Mills. He feeds it to Green. There's the screen. Passes it to Aldridge. Gay outside. Shot clock at 6. Aldridge with a screen on Green. Over Green. Second shot opportunity. In deep. Aldridge drops it in.
And all those second chance points have given them a boost here in the second half, and that's a great way to cut into the lead.
The screen from Thompson. Iguodala dishes to Green. Whistle on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
Yeah, I think in his mind he knew the contact was coming, focused, stayed in control, and got it.
And Draymond Green was asked if he would be a different player, Brent, if he wasn't so vocal. His response was that he absolutely would.
Well, he's 100% right. I played with Gary Payton in Seattle, and if he wasn't yapping, he wasn't playing as well. I would say that Draymond Green falls into that sort of category. He brings an edge, he brings an intensity, and that helps the other guys on the team settle into the roles that they feel most comfortable with.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Spurs trail by 17. And Mills kicks to Green. Aldridge a screen. In the corner, it's Ginobili. And the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That's foul number 2 for him. David West, he's checked in for the Warriors. Warriors leading by 17. Iguodala right side. And the Warriors miss again.
Well, he had one three-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Mills passes to Green. In the corner, it's Ginobili. That doesn't go either by Ginobili. Golden State's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Iguodala dishes to Green. No good from outside. San Antonio's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. And Mills kicks to Green. Pass to Aldridge. To the inside. Oh, trying for it. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession. And for the Warriors, their shooting in the fourth quarter has been efficient at 56%. The screen from Thompson. Durant in the corner. That one falls, coming off Iguodala's feed. Iguodala's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Spurs trail by 20. Ginobili outside. Mills with it. Now Green defending. On the wing, Green. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Green. Just 5 to shoot. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And it goes on Draymond Green.
And such an important contributor to his team's success over the years. It's amazing that Green was a second-round pick and coming out of a big school at that.
And Danny Green, undrafted out of North Carolina. He's been a linchpin of the Spurs' great defense over his career.
You know, 6'6" with that 6'10" wingspan. This is a guy that can block shots like a big man, guards 3 positions, and one of the guys that we call a prototype when you talk about that 3 and D wing player.
And he makes the first. And both free throws good for Green.
And Danny Green out of North Carolina, the former Tar Heel, now in his 9th season in the NBA. 8 of those seasons with San Antonio, as a guy that went undrafted and then spent the last 5 seasons starting for a contender deep in the heart of Texas.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
Well, collectively, they've done it tonight here. A passionate performance from the squad.
And Danny Green averaging about 27 minutes per game last season. Believe it or not, Brent, that was 3rd highest on the Spurs.
Well, they always do it by committee. You look up and down the roster in terms of the minutes played, and not many guys even push over the 30-minute mark. And so there's a lot of responsibility and accountability for every guy on the roster to be ready every night. And Danny Green does it on both ends when he gets his minutes.
Here's Mills. Aldridge with a screen on Green. Gay kicks to Green. 1:52 left in the fourth quarter. 6 on the shot clock. He gets that one. 20 points for Aldridge.
Yeah, he can have this kind of output, putting on a one-man show. Aldridge scoring whenever he wants.
Green, the screen. Durant, the pass to Iguodala. Back to Durant. Rebound, San Antonio.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance
for the Warriors.
They simply ran him off the court.
They set the pace, and their transition game was executed flawlessly.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Klay Thompson.
Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play.
One shot.
That's good from Gay. 1:06 left to play in the final quarter. Thompson outside. They set the pick. The pass to Durant. Over Green. It's hauled in by Ginobili. San Antonio with the ball. It's a 16-point game. He kicks it to Mills. Back to Ginobili. Aldridge a screen. Ginobili dishes to Gay. Over West. Thompson with the rebound. So it's the Warriors now, and they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Green kicks it to West. Back to Green. Picked by West. Green with the block.
Well, if you're going to make that offensive move, it's important to know where Danny Green is. One of the better shot-blocking guards you're going to find.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Kevin, how did you guys get this win tonight?
Well, we had to get stops. You know, those guys, they got so many options, so many good players, man. We just had to rally around each other and get stops.
Yeah, you guys played your best ball at the end and got the win. Congratulations. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. For Brent Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.